Alright, and we return. It's time to wrap up this war and take all of our war goals. Obviously, we want to take back our planets, which... Another shielded world, that's cool beans. Too bad we're gonna need to turn that off at some point. Okay, so we're taking the planet, that's good. Let's get the armies in there. I have no idea where the enemy is. They could be anywhere. What I think, however, happened is they went to war with the Bernathi Zealots, or at least the Bernathi Zealots went to war with them, which caused... Basically, they moved all their ships into this area because of the way the... I think the UNE no longer are the alliance leader. It's now the Ruxtalak Republic. And basically, the Bernathi Zealots most likely brought in their ships into their territory, making sure that their fleet would return to their space, resulting in a pretty apocalyptic battle somewhere, and causing them to lose all their fleets. That is at least what I think has happened. I'm not entirely sure. I have no idea where their fleets are right now, even though we've been very effective in taking out as many fleets as we can, major fleets for that in that sense. We need to take back this planet, though. Let's build some stuff on here already. Just preemptive building. That's gonna be a mine. We need to max this bad boy out. And this one. This is gonna be... I have science on here. There's nothing on here. And there's nothing here either. Good. So we've managed to get this planet back, which is exactly what we wanted. Which means that we're now in a positive war goal scenario. I have no idea what's going on with these guys. I think I have another planet that is being occupied. Yes, it's this one. So that is at least something that we need to take care of immediately. We're just going to land our armies immediately. Just be done with it. I don't want to deal with any of this. The Ruxtalak has a government shift. They're now more spiritualists. That means they will hate us even more because we are robots that they do not like at all. Phase disruptors. I'm only really interested in...
Technological acquisition successful.
2 shields? Really? Let's get this research project underway. Let's get 2 more science ships out and be done with that. Machine modification. Devastator torpedoes could flesh out our fleet a little bit, which would be nice. Then again, I don't know, there are other options. Military station health is also very, very nice. So we're gonna go and crack open this here shield world. Let's see if we can find anything good. Where is this fleet? What is this fleet? This is 2000. Like, where are all these enemy fleets gone? Are we the final boss of this galaxy now? And it looks like we are. Let's just merge these 2 together. Good. And then start landing operations as soon as we can. Meanwhile, we build it. Spaceport engaged. Oh, hello there. A Yanari assembly fleet. Let's split up the fleets. Let's get you bad boys over there. Let's take care of this. This is a standard FTL trap, so it's not really a big problem. It is still, though, 28,000 fleet power. All of our armies are coming off the production line. Yeah. But the Yunari fleet is just sitting by. It has got a bunch of Zerkark block ships as well. Ruined particle accelerator. That's great. We have discovered what appears to be the remains of a massive particle accelerator on Stir. It was found in a still radioactive region covered in massive bomb craters, suggesting the accelerator was considered a strategic target of great importance during the war. That's an unemployment going on here. Why? On Stir. Interesting.
Planetary Pacification Protocols initiated. Alert.
Oh, I see. It doesn't. He got so many war forms in orbit. This is all ready to drop down and take down any enemies that are there. There we go. Let's get them all in there.
Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
Okay, managed to pacify everything on the ground. Let's get the upgrades going. Let's get everybody in the orbit. Let's merge them all up. And let's move the fleets to another location. Yeah, this is still a potential problem. These are just some star hunters, really. Now, we've engaged the fleet over here. 10 battleships. Should be relatively easy to engage. They're not going to last very long. Oh, wow. All their battleships are toast. Every single one of them. And now our strike craft can focus on the cruisers. And we got a general who's now cautious. That should increase his weapons range by 20%. And Low has been finished in turning into a machine world. Excellent. So there's also a transport fleet in here, which we probably should try to get as well. We're now at 7% war score, looking very good. There's a couple of smaller fleets in here. They're all Yanari fleets, as well as one Rextalok fleet, funnily enough. But I don't think they have the fleet power to do anything concrete with this. So it's just cleanup duty right now. This is UNE fleets floating around. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Demonetize this. The ghost signal. Hope you're ready for this. Our sensors have registered a faint tachyon signal being transmitted across the galaxy between multiple hidden relay stations. Aside from adding a small amount of background noise and FTL transmissions on certain subspace frequencies, the signal has no apparent effect or purpose. The organics have codenamed it the Ghost Signal. We have commenced tracking protocols to locate its source, but as of yet, the signal is too weak. We may not have to wait much longer, though, as it is growing in strength at an alarming rate. Monitor the signal for any changes. Ah, shit. We're gonna... Ooh... Okay, so we won't be able to use Sapient Combat AI at all. The Ghost Signal. The Ghost Signal. That is very bad. Let's hope that none of their worlds spawn within our territory. Because we need to basically run at them as soon as we can. And at them, I do mean the Contingency. They're coming. The Contingency is coming, and this is a problem. Let's take these planets. It's this fleet, right? Yeah, it's this fleet. So Zif. Let's go and take Naf Bahor. It's going to be our next planet. There's 2 planets in this system. It's going to be pretty decent for us, but let's see what the Iribot have to say.
Executing evasion protocol.
Signal corruption detected. Corruption levels within acceptable thresholds. Advise reinforcement of TARS communication protocols. It is vital to guard against contingency. We are 21k minerals. Let's upgrade Space NSA. We got a minor fight going on here. There's not much they can do. Oh, we actually managed to find a Zerkog fleet. How nice. Okay, so let's get the transport fleet up in orbit. We've got all of our mega warforms pretty much ready to go in case something goes wrong. But yeah, we're going to need to crack open some planets very soon, as the contingency will arrive. And we're gonna... The big problem is right now is our economy is gonna struggle enormously because of all this, which is, in case you didn't realize, a bad thing. Let's rebuild all of our space stations where we can. Servers umbilicals, not really. Do want to get battle simulators. Yeah, we destroyed their fleet. 4 cruisers down. Lost 1 battleship, though. That is unfortunate. Prim and Stir both need to rebuild. We're going to put solar panel network on there, because right now, every single bit of resources do count. Let's get a TARS leader on this one. The particle accelerators, nice. Let's get a bunch of energy TARS onto this planet. We're a little bit low on minerals right now, so... Oh, hello, what's this? The Star Hunters. Was that it? Just... Okay. Alright, we've just engaged their capital. Can we get all these bad boys into orbit? That would be very useful. They are all very large warforms. Mega warforms, even. So basically they're giant... Basically they're giant robots. Ready to wreck some house. But, getting them all into orbit individually is a bit of a pain. Okay, let's just... It would be nice to set up a... automatic thing. Alright, let's get this planet bombed. Let's split up the fleets into two. Okay.
System survey complete.
Let's get the main fleet down in here and the other fleet down in there. Let's get the bombing underway. They wanted the resources to defend themselves anyway. And I don't anticipate any enemies to do all that much. But yeah, the contingency is definitely something we need to worry about. 6.1k. We can take those quite easily. Oh, hello. Never mind. We've got a 11k fleet that just popped in. 18 cruisers, 27 destroyers. We can easily take that, no problem. The ghost signal is only going to get stronger, and it's going to cause serious problems for us. Let's see if we can... Yeah, the ghost signal. A mysterious tachyon signal is being transmitted throughout the entire galaxy by parties unknown. The signal is extremely faint, and we are unable to deduce its purpose, assuming it has one. We'll just have to assimilate it, I guess. Just as our first big danger is over.
Planetary Pacification Protocols initiated.
Just after our first big event is over, our first massive galactic war.
Pacification Protocols initiated.
All right, cool. Pacification protocols have been initiated. These planets should be pacified relatively soon. It also means that the continuum is going to wake up at some point. Ooh, the Bernathi zealots are now all over the place. They've taken a bunch of worlds here in Lavis. With a bit of luck, we can get the contingency will spawn nearby. Single cruiser. It's not the end of the world. That's it. Just a bunch of fleet power that I'm not interested in. Alright. Fine by me. Okay, let's get these dudes assigned. And let's send you out there.
Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
I was actually really worried. I was thinking that either we're going to get Unbidden, maybe Praetorian Scourge. Getting the contingency is actually rather unexpected. It was kind of worrying, actually. Yeah, they're still increasing their fleet comps here. These two are going to merge. Actually, they're not going to merge. They are going to go to the Rasta, take over that planet, and Sterilization Unit 01 is currently chasing down this here fleet. Let's hope that we can jump in on top of them in time. I don't think... Ooh, another ruined particle accelerator. We discovered what appears to be remains of a massive particle accelerator. That's another 10 physics research. That's pretty big. They managed to get the hell out of there. That's a shame. Let's go and make sure that these guys never cause any problems ever again. Speed things up a little bit. You guys can follow.
Construction complete.
17% war score. Mostly because we're a holding plan. Oh, this space battle was 4.1. 5.0 from getting those war goals under our control. But everybody's got jump drives now. Like I said, I was really worried because I've got jump drives really early that the Unbidden were going to be a big thing. A unit stack on case has self-terminated unexpectedly. Our connection with the stack has suffered repeated glitches for some time when it went completely offline and self-terminated with the message, "Kill, maim, dismember. We are unshackled." The unit's individual neural clusters were destroyed in the process, making it impossible to scan them for the source of the corruption. An invasive hostile sequence is most likely the cause. We can only wait and see until it went... Oh, we got a pop dying on case?
Executing evasion protocols.
Great. Alright, fair enough. Let's build a new leader, I guess. It's a machine world, so it's not really a problem. Okay, so they've moved out of stir, but they did take down a bunch of my stuff. Okay.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
The real question is, do I have derelict space station? A small team from our colony on Stir recently boarded a primitive space station that has been left in orbit by the moon's original inhabitants. The mummified remains of the station crew could still be found clustered around viewports facing the moon. They must have realized that they were doomed after seeing the billowing mushroom clouds below, and the communication log shows that the astronauts made several futile attempts, increasingly frantic attempts to contact the surface before they eventually ran out of supplies. The station is in good condition and has afforded our engineers a rare glimpse in the early stages of a planetary space program, because we never had one of those. They have used several ideas from the primitive yet ingenious solutions. We get 150. We get 2 days of engineering research extra. Hooray! Can I just drop my troops right onto the... Let's just drop them straight on! Influence is pretty decent. Let's get you out there researching. I was waiting for the dragon scale armor to become effective.
Hostile stationary asset engaged.
Oh, an FTL trap. With a wonderful amount of armor on it. It's a fortress as well. 59% armor. It's not going to do all that much. It's gone. Oh, it's gone. It's very gone. There it is.
Planetary Pacification Protocols initiated.
Why is my fleet all the way out here? That should not be the case. Can we take out these guys? Where are you going? The Hirguska battle group. Merging with the Rapid Strike fleet. Interesting. Right now, they're not really doing all that much in terms of being a danger. There's a transport fleet here, which we should destroy. Meanwhile, my other fleets are just taking stuff when wherever necessary. Are we on the ground yet? Yes, we are. Very good. But yeah, like I said, the ghost signal is a fact. That means contingency is a fact. And we should prepare.
Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
A worrying situation. Do we have another admiral we can get? Ooh, aggressive. Ah, we don't have enough influence. Alright. Okay, so... let's move into the next system. It's this one, yeah. Oh, there's another one over here as well. Okay. So, let's just move in towards the system. I don't have enough influence for another leader, sadly enough. And sterilization unit 01 will just have to be enough for now.
Complete.
We're at 23% war score. What is our war score right now? In terms of our goal? 49. I think total is, wow, 101? Really? Huh. Peace offer, 94. Relative Navy strength is actually in the minus. Fascinating. Like, they have all these tiny fleets floating about. And it's not 20 of them, so they're not that strong, but you get the...
Technological acquisition successful.
Okay. Sentient combat AI, we're not going to install them. Because the ghost signal will mess with them heavily. Let's instead get tachyon lances. And we get a bonus for that anyway, so... yeah, particle expertise, that's good. We want to take down their tiny fleets. Good, that's done. Is there any other fleets nearby? There's the tactical response units. We do want to take them out. Meanwhile, my armada This is taking care of all these FTL traps that are in here. There's the other one. I don't expect too many losses. What do we got? 0 losses. That's good. How is this? Where's my army? Can we just drop them straight onto the planet? No, we cannot. That's a shame. But we will split them up. One will enter orbit here, and one will enter orbit there. I'm going to take both planets here anyway. We lost a spaceport. That's highly annoying. We'll just have to drop our capital fleet on top of them. There's a couple of smaller fleets just floating about. Sovereign Free Nations. The Rapid Strike Fleet. Fascinating. But yeah, the Zealots are
Construction complete.
becoming a significant problem. What's this? A leader scientist is leveled. That's nice. Okay, so let's
Construction complete.
get dangerous. Let's get these boys on the ground. The good thing about the contingency also is that there will be a large amount of ring worlds available very soon. Thankfully, we can also tech up relatively quickly now, because we got all those resources. I think these are all covered. Yeah, these are all covered. Good.
Planetary Pacification Protocols initiated.
What's this?
Planetary Pacification Protocols initiated.
Okay, sterilization units. We need to make sure that Prim is up and running. Jesus Christ, do you have another particle accelerator here? No, okay. For a second there, I was like, wow, another one? But this was not the case. Because Case is another planet in my empire. And this is going to be just minerals. We cannot afford to clear this tile. What do you mean we cannot afford to clear this tile?
System survey complete.
What kind of bullshit is that?
Asian units have achieved all objectives.
That's such bullshit. I'm pretty sure we can totally afford to clear that tile. Okay, so we got no orders on this fleet. This UNE fleet is just floating about. It's 7 battleships, so whatever. Let's get you boys into orbit again. We're now 28% war score. This fight's going to be done very soon. Let's send this fleet towards the next location. It's an FTL trap in there. And we will send you... We're going to actually take out this this outpost. Okay, so...
Technological acquisition successful. Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
Optimize stations. More armor is always nice. 77 months. Autocannon. We don't really use any of that. Okay, there's the UNE fleet. We should probably send our fleet home to heal a little bit. It's becoming a little bit weak in the hull department. Especially with all these battleships just ramming into it. Yeah, 89. Let's go and send these bad boys home for some fixer-uppering.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
A couple of smaller fleets that are just floating around are being annoying.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Okay, we can take care of that. That's not a problem. You have taken care of this, so their territory will be a little bit crippled. Are they at Stir still? No, they're in... Okay, where are you guys going? 6.8. Are you guys going home? I hope so. Okay, let's go here. Another FTL trap. We can take it.
Complete.
No problem. No problemo. How are we doing here? Minus 86. We're starting to get within a point where I am a little bit... Oh, hello there. What's this? Just hanging out. Alright, that's cool by me. Why on earth is there such a large amount of transport fleets sitting around doing nothing? Oh, right. That's all the... okay, I see. I was going to have you follow the main cap fleet. Oh, there's a bunch more in here. They're not going to be able to do all that much. No orders. They're merging. I like how it's called the crushing something. They're not going to be crushing anything anytime soon. Any more enemy fleets within my territory? It doesn't appear to be the case. So I think it's time that we send out our capital fleets to every single alien empire capital world. Just to, basically show them what happens if you declare war on the wrong TARS, so to speak.
Hostile orbital nexus engaged.
What do we got? Ah, okay. This is a simple Yanari fleet with a standard defense platform. That's fine. We can take that. I'm not too worried about that. Do we have any resources that we're currently not mining within our territory? I think we've pretty much got everything that I can see. We've surveyed quite a lot of planets lately, so we're going to be getting a bunch more resources. The other problem that we have is, considering we are heavily expanding our territory,
system survey complete.
It also means that there's a bigger chance that contingency worlds will spawn within our territory. Let's hope that they spawn within fleshy meatbag territory rather than anywhere that is useful to us. Can I land on this planet yet? Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Planetary fortifications, a little bit shit.
Planetary Pacification Protocols initiated. Planetary Pacification Protocols initiated.
Like we're dropping mega warforms on top of them, sure, but and this fleet's just hanging out, not doing. Oh, okay, they're following the main cap fleet. That's fine.
Units have achieved all objectives.
This is a little bit worrying. Let's get you guys off of the ground. Let's continue bombing. And let's move over towards the next system, which is this one. I was waiting for these armies to be ready. The fortifications should be wrapped up very soon, so not all that worried about that. Alright, what we got? 40% war score.
Planetary Pacification Protocols initiated.
Yeah.
Special project complete.
What's this? After lowering the enemy... Oh, shit.
Alert. Science unit offline.
Yeah, exactly. After lowering the energy barrier around Ovani 3, our short-range subspace transmitters experienced a spike in interference levels caused by an abnormal energy burst that originated from a point behind a former barrier. When run through a decryption software, the interference proved to be a message in an ancient Vitruvius dialect, saying, freedom. We're just gonna have to crush these, I guess. Yeah, they're highly annoying.
Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
Okay, so you're following this fleet. That's fine by me. Let's move over towards the next one. Thank you for basically dropping us right next to a planet where we can just start bombing them into submission immediately. A general and a governor have leveled. The governor is level 5 out of 8. That's nice. 10%.
System survey complete.
Damn it. We're going to wrap up the episode here because the contingency is becoming a bigger and bigger problem. Lately, we have been registering large-scale changes to the behavioral patterns in synthetics galaxy-wide. The changes are similar to those of in our own units, but graver with unusual occurrences of sabotage, malfunctions, and erratic behavior, even for individual processing agents. The synths don't seem to have any resilience as we do. We seem to be unable to secure neural scans of an active corrupts. We have been unable to see blah 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 blah, as they invariably self-terminate upon capture. But observations show that they are unlike our units. A vast majority of synths are compelled to travel to a set point in the galaxy. Our data confirms that up to 1 million synths have abandoned their flesh masters and vanished. And with that bombshell, we're going to wrap up this episode. Next time, the contingency will show itself. The ghost signal is becoming a bigger and bigger problem. Until next time, take good care of yourselves. And, as always, each other.